So this week we received an update known as the Ferox Enclave. This is a new wilderness hub that is home to all PvP related minigames and any future PvP content. The Enclave is found south of the Graveyard of Shadows. You could get there directly with the Dueling Ring, but you can also get pretty close with the Burning Amulet and the Games Necklace. And here's an overview of what the compound looks like. I didn't really know how to take a good picture, so this is the best I could do. On the northwest side sits Ferox and an altar, as well as 2 pools of refreshment. These pools kind of act like a regen pool in a house, except you don't get your spec back. But this is really nice for us because we are near this area and we have teleports to this area. We can easily get access to a pool, which we wouldn't have had access to on our player-owned house. As for the minigames, we now have access to Last Man Standing. This is big because JaGeX plans on moving all of the Bounty Hunter reward items into Last Man Standing. We didn't have access to this minigame before. Now that we do, not only do we get a lot of practice in, but we actually can get rewards. The biggest ones being the Ornate Maul Handle, the Magic Shortbow Imbue Scroll, and the Ring of Wealth Imbue Scroll. We didn't have access to these before. The 2 scrolls were a really high drop rate. I didn't plan on getting them, and I assumed we wouldn't be able to use them all. So now that we have these, and whatever future rewards get added, I'm really excited, and I'll start farming points as soon as I can. The biggest change for this, however, has been the respawn point change. I transferred over another 5 mil like we did at the start of the series, so I can now set my respawn point to the Ferox Enclave. This means that we will no longer be spawning outside of the wilderness, and almost all of our content will take place inside the wilderness. This fits our account perfectly, spawns us right next to a bank, and no longer do we have to cut the web and wait for someone. We can just get right back into the wilderness, get our things, and keep going. The Ferox Enclave also now gave us a Death's Door, which would be used if we did not get our items from the gravestone. We can now reclaim them through death. And we also got access to Clan Wars. There's nothing really to earn from Clan Wars currently. The white portal doesn't really provide us too much, and there's no high-risk portal. However, maybe in the future we'll see some updates for that. But for now, those pieces of content aren't that useful for us. Now, I was hoping that we would see some new item spawns around the map. However, other than a beer, bucket, and a few bronze arrows, we weren't really able to find anything. They didn't add any new item spawns or anything like that. It looks like they may be adding Fists of Guthix underneath the map, so maybe that would give us something else, but as of now, no new items from this update. But again, we'll see if things change in the future. We also got a new Mammoth pen. Doesn't really change much for us, we already had access to them, but it looks like this added a lot more safe spots, so maybe for range training later on, this could be a really good spot for us. That's pretty much it. That's how the update affects me. I'm really excited for what it brings, and I'm also super excited for what they'll add in the future. I think this is just a good starting point, but for now, I haven't really played much this week. I think I finished my Bear Slayer task, and that's about it. So I'm not really going to upload anything. Next week, I'll be putting out my Revenant looting video. I decided to spend 24 hours looting the Revenant caves because I wanted to get it done and grab as many supplies and items as we could. I got a lot of big drops, and I think you guys will be excited to see them. Until then, I'll catch you guys later.